Welcome back to C&D Sports Podcast. Back a little bit sooner than we expected. There's two huge pieces of news in sports tonight. It's an emergency episode for you guys. Starting off, we talked about him just a few hours on our first episode. Brendan Sorsby has now decided that he's going to part ways with Texas Tech, mutually agreed on that, and he's going to enter the NFL Supplementary draft. What are you thinking, Drew?
Well, first of all, I guess Texas Tech couldn't handle all this crap they were getting from the other schools in the Big 12. Sorsby and Texas Tech must have thought best thing to go forward was just to part ways. Sorsby, I think he's a talented quarterback. Any team could place a bid on him, which is crazy. Actually, not any team. Teams who lost, teams with more than 7 wins came out to bid for a player in the supplemental draft. Yeah.
All right. So, you've been talking about this a little bit back when we thought he wasn't going to be able to be eligible in the first place, and you're going to like it. I kind of think it makes a lot of sense for Miami. They have quarterback problems going on. Malik Willis, Quinn Ewers, we'll see, but I think throwing in a Sorsby wouldn't be bad at all.
I love that, but our new general manager, John Eric Sullivan, specified in his interviews that you can never have enough quarterbacks, and right now the Dolphins currently have 4 quarterbacks, but it is likely Mark Gronowski wouldn't make the 53-man roster.
Yeah.
Brendan Sorsby, you can bet a third-round pick. I think it'd be a great deal because even if Sorsby doesn't pan out, who cares? It's like you place a bid for a third-round pick for talent. He's got high upside. I mean, you haven't had a good quarterback since Dan Marino. I don't see why you wouldn't bid any draft pick for Sorsby unless it's like a first-round pick or debatably a second because the Dolphins could have an early second-round pick next year.
Yeah, any team with some quarterback issues and less than 7 wins last year might be interested. So, who do you think we look out for? I'm just looking right now. I'm thinking we talked about their quarterback situation earlier. They have a crap ton of quarterbacks, but could the Browns be interested maybe? I don't know.
Actually, Todd Monken was asked about the possibility of targeting Brendan Sorsby in the supplemental draft, and he said word for word, I don't think we're in a position to want to go that road. Cleveland Browns head coach Todd Monken stated. So,
well, there you go, I guess.
A team who I could actually see doing this is the Dallas Cowboys, and Dak's just getting older. I mean, no disrespect to Dak. He's been a top 10 quarterback for the past couple of years. And Jerry Jones, he's got that local interest in players in him. And, Lubbock, Dallas, not too far. So,
yeah.
I think it'd be awesome for Dallas to do it. I think Schottenheimer would really like him, and he'd be their future.
Yeah, whatever it is, like I said, a lot of teams might be interested, kind of see where he goes. But I think it's an okay deal for Texas Tech and Sorsby. Kind of get that off the books. It does suck for Texas Tech especially because they thought they had their guy, but you just kind of see where we go from here. Second piece of news, you might just want to take this one away. You see the jersey on.
Yeah. So, turned on the Cubs game, started at 8:05. PCA with the leadoff homer. All right, cool, let's go. He's been on fire. He hits another home run. His second at bat, he gets a triple. Then I'm like, he's on watch for a cycle. The next at bat, he gets a double, and now you just need the easiest, or debatably the easiest, or debatably the hardest, just to get that last hit. It's a single, and Wrigley on their feet, and he just gets a single, and then he gets picked off. But yeah.
Yeah. You were texting me about maybe he'll get that cycle while it was all going on, and cool to see for him. Like we talked about on the podcast earlier, he kind of been struggling. I think this is the cherry on top. He's come out of that slump for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And what does this also mean that Brendan Sorsby? What does this mean for Texas Tech? Obviously, Will Hammons now is projected to be their starting quarterback. Do you think being a team expected to go to the CFP again, Is that still a possibility with Will Hammond as their new quarterback?
I mean, you see guys who come in and you're not expecting them to do anything in these tough situations, and they're good. Last year, we thought Tennessee was in a disaster of a quarterback situation. Joey Aguilar ended up being all right. You saw Tulane, Jake Retzloff went to Tulane. It was BYU. Jake Retzloff gets kicked off the team. Bear Bachmeier comes in and leads them almost to making the playoffs. So, I mean, you kind of never know, like, what you're going to get, so I don't want to count them out, but made it a lot harder for sure.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. I mean, their defense last year, best defense in the country. Their offense wasn't amazing. Darren Moore as a quarterback, 0 points in the CFP, which was concerning. Then they get Sorsby, and then they're like, all right, we finally got this down in our offense. We can finally do something. Now Sorsby's gone. But then you got to look at the other side of the ball. They just lost Jacob Rodriguez, Lee Hunter, and David Bailey. Rodriguez and Bailey, arguably the best player on defense in college football last season. Their defense is definitely going to get set back for sure. It's hard to replace those guys.
Yep, so tough for Texas Tech, but see what they can do. Good for Sorsby maybe to go to the NFL and get this all behind him, see where he goes. Obviously wish him the best in rehab and everything, and I mean, PCA cycle. So that's your emergency episode. A lot going on in sports, always a lot going on in sports. Like, subscribe, see y'all later.